Welcome to the 624 Pod, your home for all things independent films. We're going to discuss all the positives and negatives when it comes to independent filmmaking. We're going to have incredible guests from the film industry talk about behind-the-scenes experience, the good, the bad, the ugly, and how the industry has changed in the past 10, 20
minutes.
30, minutes, hours, years. That's the point. It's always changing. And of course, we will always focus on independent filmmaking right here in our state of New Jersey. I'm Tom Baldinger.
And I'm Mark Rigodana.
All right, let's do this. So, Mark, welcome back for our third season of 624 Podcast.
Season 3, it's exciting.
Season 3, season 1 was good. Season 2 was even better. Not that the guests of our first season were bad. So
no, but we're starting to get the hang of it.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, season 1, we didn't know what the heck we were doing.
No, we had no idea.
Season 2, we pretended we were old whores. We've been doing this for a long time. Now it's season 3. We're like looking back at the good old days.
Well, for those who are first time watching our podcast, this is Mark Rigodana, great actor, stand-up comedian. My name's Tom Baldinger, producer filmmaker for 624 Productions. So we have a great guest on today.
Who do we got today?
So today we have the executive director of the Garden State Film Festival, nice. Lauren Concar.
Awesome.
Lauren, thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
We're great. We're excited. We are gonna.
I think this is a great way to kick off season 3.
It is. It really is. Right. I mean, the Garden State Film Festival is when?
March 21st to the 24th, 2023 in Asbury Park and Cranford. Don't forget about Cranford.
That's right.
Yep.
Never forget about Cranford.
Yeah.
So tell us what should everybody expect coming up
as a customer of the film festival, not even as let's get into the artsy side later. As a customer, how do we get tickets? What do you think is the best things to go see? Are there specific themed show or a specific stuff that people should not miss?
All great questions. So we start on Thursday, March 21st with Meet the Filmmakers. Really during the day, in the morning, for students and teachers, we have over 450 students and teachers in the Asbury Lanes for a really cool animation demo and kind of like see how we have a secret that you're going to see Thursday night at the Garden State Film Festival. But the students will get to see how we made that secret. I can't wait for you to see it. But Meet the Filmmaker. Some people think it's not open to the public. They think it's an industry-only event, but it's not. So you can get your tickets at gsff.org. We're a nonprofit organization, so every dollar counts, every ticket helps. But Meet the Filmmaker, you get to hang out with a whole bunch of filmmakers and, network and see if you can maybe meet your crew for your next film or your next gig or your next actors for your project. And it's a really fun event. There's a cocktail party. We have gluten-free and regular people food. And,
I love it.
And then Friday, have you been to the Friday or, with the festival? What's your favorite part?
What's my favorite part, or so my favorite part is I love the award show. That was when I is that your puppy?
Yeah, she's a ham.
Aw,
what's her name?
Betsy.
Aww.
Betsy.
She smells a Garden State Film Festival magnet.
My favorite. So when I got into my first short film got into the Garden State Film Festival back in 2014, 15. And I had such a great time at the award show because, to your point, I was able to network with a lot of different filmmakers. You guys had some great cast there. You had some great filmmakers, some great people, and it was a wonderful experience. So to me, some people are, I think when the filmmakers they're like, well, I don't know if I'm not nominated, then maybe I shouldn't go to the award show. And I would say go because it's just the experience of meeting so many different people
and seeing your peers succeed in something, even if it's not you, but it's your peers. Like there's something exciting about it.
1,000,000%.
And that's we work in an industry that people I think that it's super competitive, but it's really not that competitive. We all have to work together.
Yeah, for sure. for sure. So that to me is my favorite part of the film festival at the Garden State Film Festival. And I love what you guys do down in Asbury. I haven't been to Cranford, the theater in Cranford. Have you?
No.
It's beautiful. It's really nice to go. Even just to go to the regular movies, it's really great. They have events all the time. I was just on the phone with Doreen today, the owner. It's a really wonderful theater. You just go right up the Parkway, boop, and you're right there.
Fantastic. How many films, I mean, maybe it changes year to year, but how many films a year do you think you screen?
So it does change. This year we have over 200 films from 14 countries, and there's 8 venues for the whole festival, which is less venues and less movies than usual.
That's amazing.
But you're given 200 opportunities for people's work to get seen. That's amazing.
Yeah, and there are less venues, don't forget. Since the pandemic and with flooding in Asbury, there's less venues in Asbury Park, to present at. So that also throws into the whole mix of the schedule too. Some people think sometimes they don't get into film festivals just because they think their work wasn't good enough, but that's not it. There's so many different reasons why something may get in or may not get in each year. But the star-studded Friday gala is outstanding. It's going to be packed. If you didn't get your tickets, you should really get your tickets today. I'm not joking. I don't want you to be one of the people crying saying you want to get in, but we're at capacity. Right. And this year, Matthew Modine has a great feature called The Martini Shot. You can read more about all of the films on our website, gsff.org. If you go to Film Info and then the drop-down Films A to Z, you can search by genre, by day. It's really great. All the information is there. And if the filmmakers played along and gave us a trailer, you can watch all the trailers there.
Excellent.
But Thursday at Meet the Filmmaker, we have a cocktail party and then, or a seltzer and black coffee party. And
love it.
And then we watch about an hour's worth of the trailers.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. And then it's crazy.
Sidebar is Matthew Modine's work is amazing. Everything he does is amazing.
Yeah.
This is going to sound so obscure. My favorite thing when I hear his name is thinking of Jiminy Glick named his children Matthew and Modine.
Okay, that's great.
Oh, cool.
2 boys, Matthew and Modine.
Guess what? It's Matthew's birthday that night.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Do you want to come sing with us?
Absolutely. I'm going to sing happy birthday to him.
I love it. I absolutely love it. That's great.
That's very cool. And so now it's Thursday kind of the kickoff, and so you do the Meet the Filmmakers, Meet the Stars.
Yep, Meet the Filmmakers. It's kind of like the calm before the storm because it's a little bit more low key, even for me to be able to talk instead of thinking, okay, what's going on next? But it's really fun and relaxing. And then there's press the whole time all over the place, and distributors attend the festival, which is super exciting. But it's really great. And then you'll see man on the street type interviews. And then Ming Chen is there. We do podcasts live on set during the film festival, the entire duration.
Ming will be there?
Yeah, he's there every year. Well,
he's awesome. He's a great dude. I like that guy.
It's really fun. And if you stick around for the after parties.
It gets a little wild.
Gets a little wild. Yeah.
So what time do we start on Friday? What time is the first reel start spinning?
Oh, good one, because my call time is different. So the doors open for the public at 7 o'clock, and then to 8:30, it's a super great party that nobody wants the party to really end. And then from 8:30 to 10:30, we have the opening ceremonies, and the martini shot plays, and The Secret again plays.
Nice.
So that's great. And then we have filmmaker talkbacks after every single film block. So this one will be really great to be there with the writer and director of the film, Stephen Wallace, and Matthew Modine and some others. So that will be super exciting for flying in.
Excellent. That sounds so great. I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to it. It should be a great event. And I think I want to ask you, since the pandemic, how has the Garden State Film Festival come back? And, a lot of us in the industry were affected by what happened,
I mean, it was hard enough to make a film. I can't imagine how hard it is to now narrate 200 films to get in and get them screened and get them like.
So talk to us about what that process was like for the Garden State Film Festival to get back to where we're normal in it, whatever that means.
So luckily for us, we've been working like hybrid when Skype was like a new, app. When Skype was new, we were using Skype because we were all over the place. And
they were using dial-up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Welcome. So
you've got mail.
Wild because Diane Raver and I, the founder of the film festival, we went to the Asbury Council Chambers meeting, being like, hip hip hooray, the film festival starts in 11 days. We'll see you then. We love you guys. And then Murphy shut down the state the very next day. So that was our last hot meal at Brando's. Like everything was wonderful. And then cut to what? So I produce, direct, and edit and all that jazz. So my brain is equipped for post-production and I talked with my director of technology in advance, just in case something happens. So basically, we were the first and only in the whole entire world to not cancel and not postpone. And in 11 days, without really sleeping, we built our own live stream platform and our own website and sold the tickets, did it all internal, all of our own. And it was great because we had to quarantine. So we had a nice big sleepover. And we had over 11 computers, each computer was the venue. And it was really unbelievable. And I'm so lucky to have known F&S Digital in like all over New Jersey, all over everywhere. But that was one of the biggest and most accomplished things that we've all experienced. And it was like a 911 call center. Being here, we had chat. So, like one example, some people didn't know the sideways triangle was the play button. Right? I was like, wait, how do you not know?
You gotta be kidding me. Really?
Yeah. No, yeah. So
the sad part is I 100% believe it.
No, for
I
sure.
I 100% believe her, but it's
just
really sad.
What does this triangle mean? Why, honey, why is this triangle on my what? It's the play button.
Hit it and see what happens.
Yeah.
But it was great. It was really wild. And so then after that, we got a little crazy because there were so many filmmakers that didn't have the opportunity at all to have their films be screened. We did 300 films the next year. Wow. I know. Wow. Sorry. But also we were the very first thing to be in person in 2021 also.
Wow. Excellent.
And virtual. Yeah, it was hybrid, which is like, it's basically you're doing two festivals.
Yeah, for sure.
Completely different. And we womanly build everything and all that. So it's a lot. So I'm very happy. We're in person only. We're no longer hybrid because our audience really tells us, what they wanted and they didn't want it anymore. So that was great. So we can just focus on the live in-person event, and it's fantastic. We're at the Asbury Lanes, the Asbury Hall.
Nice.
In Berkeley, we take over a bunch of places. The Jersey Shore Arts Center, the Cranford Theater. The English Manor is where the Sunday Night Awards Center is. Oh my God, it's so good. I want to go there just as a restaurant. That place is so good.
That's awesome.
But you can't. And it's great. So, it's like a film camp, but
well, Lauren, your festival is right around the corner. You do not look stressed. You look very relaxed, and that's awesome. I would have been freaking out. I've been like, you want to do a podcast, Tom? Are you insane? Like, we have this festival coming up. So, let me ask you a question, and this might be a hard question to answer. Do you agree with the notion that film festivals are liquidated? It's the market's liquidated now, that there's just so many. And I'm asking this question because people who listen in are independent filmmakers, right? The do's, the don'ts, the successes, the failures of independent filmmaking, and film festivals is a huge piece of an independent filmmaker's career, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe in that notion that the film festival market is completely liquidated and that filmmakers don't know what is the best film festival for them
They don't know, because even like another one came up and I'm like, what the heck does that mean? Like some of the titles also, I'm like, what does that mean? But I kind of don't pay much attention because it's extremely difficult to run a film festival and like keep it going. It's extremely difficult. There's, basically not really funding. So
Right.
It's super important. The ticket sales, you can't survive on ticket sales alone. So you really need supporters. And, of course you need the filmmakers, but it's very interesting how many film festivals there are. And I do feel there's enough room for everybody because, you might look to your left and fall in love with one of those, or it doesn't really agree with you. But yeah, it is overwhelming, I think, though.
How does a filmmaker, what advice would you give to an independent filmmaker to decide one film festival?
You just opened your Film Freeway account
and you got all these film festivals. Like how do they what would be the best way for them to decide what's the best place for my film to be? Not me, but like as any independent filmmaker.
Right. Well, I guess kind of funny. Maybe it's like a dating site. So Film Freeway, you have your own little homepage where you have your pictures. And, I think if you check out the pictures, see what's going on. I don't know. Maybe they have stock footage. That's definitely scary. Stay away. But then also kind of do your research and see, just because certain film festivals might make to some list, or maybe they paid money to get somewhere, you can't really believe that sometimes. But I would ask other filmmakers, that are around, what was your experience like? We are told a lot that the communication is really amazing. I have been to other festivals where I'm like, I'm not producing this. The communication is awful. You don't know where to go. Or literally they have different venues, but the time it takes for you to actually drive from one to the other is like 20 something minutes. And then the start time, it already starts. So it's just terrible. But you know what? It is a lot, because if you think about it, we normally have over 60 events in 4 days. One time we were 2 weeks. One time we started on a Wednesday. I think I had them started on Tuesday once also. But it is a lot. And I understand that maybe, some people think that they got it. But once you hear the feedback from all the attendees and the filmmakers, like, where you're saying as a client of the film festival. So our film fans, I want to know, what did you like? What didn't you like? We only present in ADA compliant venues, and we have the GSFF Jitney Express. That is the ADA compliant little van that takes you around for free at a Saturday and Sunday in Asbury. But there's a whole bunch of different components. I guess you can make a list of things you definitely want. Some places you're not allowed near the celebrities at all, and in a way it's kind of like, okay, well then, do you really want to waste your time and money? Like, let's say you really wanted to meet somebody and you try to go somewhere and they won't let you. So, you could be using your time doing something else at that film festival if you can't get in, or something like that.
You asked me what were some of the things I enjoyed about the Garden State Film Festival in the past. One of the ones, and you triggered it when you said meeting celebrities. So I came to a couple of years ago, and you guys had a panel, and you had Ronnie Marmo, Siobhan Fallon, Morgan on, and I got to meet Siobhan. And since then, Siobhan and I have had a great relationship, and just meeting her and talking to her now, she's got her Shelter in Solitude film out there, which is crushing it. We actually had her on in the
season two.
I remember. Yep, I remember.
But you guys gave that offering. It wasn't as if her or Ronnie or anybody was there that I could not talk to them. Right? It was I got to hear their stories. They answered questions that the panel had, and then afterwards, went up to Ronnie. I talked to Ronnie. I've known Ronnie a long time, but other people came up to Ronnie. I went up to Siobhan. I was like, I'm going to go talk to her. And, so, you guys do offer that. It's very open and transparent, which I appreciate. Let me ask you a question. As a filmmaker, I go on to I'll go on to Film Freeway. Do you ever see this, Mark? You go on to Film Freeway, and Lauren, you probably see this, right? On the left side, right, they have first year, second year, International Film Festival, or gold sponsor or whatever. what's the, and I know them, but
Oh,
for people,
gold.
what's the difference and what makes it, what's better about an international film festival versus a gold sponsor or gold film festival? Can you talk a little bit about that?
So yeah, that's bad because we get that Film Freeway top. I think it's top 100 film festivals that it is.
Yeah.
It might say something gold.
Are you on Film Freeway right now?
I was gonna look, and then I just lost my tab with you guys.
That's why we see you still. That's okay.
Okay, great. Oh, I gotcha. I have like my brain. There's too many tabs open. So, and then the other gold, if you pay Film Freeway kind of like a membership thing, you have a gold account, and then basically it gives you a discount when you go to submit to other film festivals. Because so when we go to do our pricing, they tell you if somebody's a Film Freeway Gold member, it'll be a couple bucks cheaper. I forget exactly how much cheaper, but
is it worth is it worth a filmmaker becoming a gold member on Film Freeway, would you say?
I think if you're going to really submit to a lot of festivals, and then that discount kind of is really beneficial for you, it's something definitely worth looking into. And you can email Film Freeway. I like to email them and ask for changes to the overall system. But yeah, there's some things that should be mandatory for filmmakers in the system.
Now, you're a filmmaker yourself?
I am. So Shelter in Solitude, did you download it? Did you buy it yet and watch it?
I did.
You did?
I did.
And?
Loved it.
You did?
I did. I think it's great. I think it should have been nominated. It should have gotten nominations. I know that Siobhan was working on that tremendously.
Yeah.
Mark, did you see it?
I did not see it.
Mark,
I'm on the road.
This guy's on the road. This guy is
on your phone.
I don't like watching movies on a phone, or I like it to be seen how it should be seen, heard how it should be heard.
That's true. That's
even my 8 and 9-year-old. What's that?
You get extra points for that one.
Yay! My 8 and 9-year-old hate like when a movie comes out and they can't go see it in a theater and it's like only out on streaming. They get upset about it. Like they're like, I want to go to AMC, sit in a big chair, and watch a movie.
Well, did you hear about the sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole a little bit, but did you hear about Jake Gyllenhaal with the Roadhouse film that's coming straight to Amazon Prime? So apparently, the word is I read that he was told by Amazon Studios when they made the film that it was going to be released into the theaters before it would go to streaming. And I guess at some point, somebody executive in Amazon Studios said, no, we're gonna put it straight to streaming. And apparently Jake Gyllenhaal is very upset about it.
I would be
upset. Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're trying to keep theaters alive. Hey, Betsy. We're trying to keep theaters alive. We're trying to get people to come out to the movie theaters. I mean, to get somebody to watch, a 90-minute film is almost impossible, right? Today, to get them into movie theaters, and for the streaming services to say, no, we're just going to put it straight to Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Well, and the problem is, especially that's why I hate doing it on the phone. Like when I'm on the road, like my wife will always be like, download Netflix on your tablet, and you can always do whatever. But it's like I get distracted and I never get to watch the things I actually want to watch.
Right.
Because there's a distraction, a little ping and an email pops up and you go, I'll just take care of this real quick. Next thing you know, it takes you a month to watch one movie.
So Lauren, as a filmmaker, what are the do's and don'ts that you would, the top 3 do's and don'ts that you would give to other filmmakers? I'm putting you on the spot here.
No, it's okay. So if you don't have the audio equipment, please don't even start recording. Please don't. For the sake of the universe.
Yep.
If you don't have someone to color correct, or just talk to your DP. I can't take all these filmmakers not downloading the LUTs for the cameras they're using and then color correct on top of that. Please color correct. Or even if you just do auto, if you don't really know what you're doing or something, please color correct. And Betsy's a lab and she wants to eat all the time. And so the other thing is, depending on your budget, seriously hire a really good line producer. Think about it as you're hiring an amazing accountant, almost. But yeah, and then it depends on budgets and stuff. So Shelter in Solitude, my husband and I were co-producers. That was an amazing, fun time. You can
talk about that experience, please.
It was great. So we shot, I think, in 16 days, 2 cameras, which I absolutely love.
We just started doing that ourselves on a couple of our projects on 2 cameras, and it's pretty amazing. It's a game changer, tremendous game changer. Actually, I just spoke to somebody the other day who approached me with a script, and they were talking about budgets, and I said, you got to shoot on 2 cameras. No, there's 1 camera stuff doesn't work anymore. I said it's a game changer. But go ahead. Sorry, Lauren.
No, I do enjoy it. I enjoy also like capturing those moments, that you would otherwise lose. But no, it was great. And so, I'm a set therapist also a lot.
That can be good and bad.
Exactly. But no, it's just really nice to be a part of a great crew. And, it's also great meeting new people and meeting different crews. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Wait, Betsy made me forget what I was going to say.
The do's and don'ts of filmmaking and your experience on Shelter in Solitude for you and your husband.
And make sure that if you have a script, please make sure you go and copyright it right away. Because wasn't there just some guy with the Oscars was saying, I forget whatever movie it was. We don't have to talk about it. But someone was just saying, that was mine, blah, blah, blah. Please go and copyright your stuff right away.
Well, everybody says, right? I mean, we were talking about it at stand-up comedians, right? Everybody steals from everybody, right? It happens. But to your point, copyright it. Have you ever? I just came across this. Somebody gave me a script, and they were a first-time, writer of a film writer, and they gave me the script, and it was 135 pages, and they were like, "Can you come up with a budget for this?" And I said to them, "I was like, well, first off, you need to take out about 40 pages, like right away. Like I'm not going to sit here and read a 135-page script. Has that ever happened to you? Has that ever happened to you, Lauren, where someone and you feel bad? I felt horrible telling this person, you got to go back and you got to rewrite. There's no, you're not. Scorsese and Spielberg are the only people, and Chris Nolan are the only people that can get away with a 120 plus page script.
Filming the first draft. Every word I said is brilliant.
Yeah. Lauren, has that ever happened to you? That process?
And also even with a feature, like some people, they are obsessed. They want to make a feature. They're in their mind, they're over shorts and they just think feature.
Yep.
You also can make a feature that are going to make people want to rip their eyeballs out because it's way too long and it should have been a short. I see this over and over and over and over. And in a film festival, if you think about, when we make the schedule, it's like Homeland. You remember when she had the yarn on the wall and she's like going psychotic? To make over 200 movies, here, there, and everywhere, plus the panels, plus all the other things. So sometimes a huge thing is features. So many times we say, oh my God, why is this a feature? My battery's dying. But yeah, it happens like so much that you can't even imagine. Really,
and I think for and I'm not sure if you agree with this, Lauren. I think this is where you're going with this because this is how I feel. Is especially if you're a first-time filmmaker or a first-time writer. Did you lose power?
No, I had a different computer. I had a Virgin computer before, but it didn't want to play nice with the camera permissions. So I'm just gonna plug this in really quick.
Oh, go ahead.
No problem. Go ahead. Why she's doing that? Festivals are so important, and especially in the comedy world. And it's a change of an era. I don't know if you just saw the Montreal Comedy Festival just filed for bankruptcy.
Get out, really?
Yeah, it's like the biggest comedy festival in the world.
That's a shame. That's really a shame. We were just talking about this too. Lauren, there was an article. God, I should have found out who the executive. It was an executive producer put out an article, and he was talking about how the film industry, because of the pandemic, because of what happened with SAG,
Oh yeah.
that the independent film market is going to come back, right? What happened in the 90s, it was a boom, right? It's going to come back again. And the gentleman who won best adapted screenplay for American Fiction, he accepted the award and he said, Hollywood, please stop making $100, $200 million films. Make $10 million films, or make 20, $25 million films. Like, there's a lot of content out there.
There's so many talented writers and talented actors. You don't have to hide them with special effects. You can just write a good story.
And it doesn't have to be a huge budget, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
Why do they keep making the same things over and over and over?
Yeah.
Or remakes or recycling, old stuff, right? Are we at a point where the original ideas are gone? Lauren, what do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think original ideas are gone, or are we just afraid of exploring original ideas?
No, we should just get rid of all the original ideas. We are done.
What's the movie? Chicago Wind? Oh my God. Wait, you have to watch this movie.
Windy City Heat.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh my God. That's amazing. So I think so good. Wait, Tom, if you didn't see it.
I haven't. No.
Please watch it even tonight. I'll send you the link if I can find it.
Okay.
You're going to laugh out loud and maybe cry.
Okay.
So good, right?
The president of show business shows up in it.
Really?
Yeah. He shows up at a screening of this guy's the president of show business.
Okay.
That's how good it is.
All right. I'll have to watch it.
And you have to also realize that a lot of the people in this movie that you're going to immediately recognize weren't famous yet.
No,
Really?
That's the beauty of it.
So like you're going to go, how does this guy not know that that's that person? They weren't famous yet.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's amazing.
I'm gonna have to watch it tonight.
Outstanding. I'll find the link. And then but to your point, kind of with that, like, true indie. It's like, oh my God, trouble is a brewing.
Yeah. And it's very interesting. The industry is it's kind of a little bit it's I don't want to say disarray. It's not upside down. It's just like there's a lot of things going on. I feel like
there was a long time that and it's in comedy and it's in music, but I think it's in film too, that it's like you have the haves and the have-nots,
right?
And it's like you're either a gigantic band who's playing in these huge venues, or you're not playing music, or you're at a bar.
Right.
And I feel like it was really happening a lot with film as well, where it was like people are making really great independent films, but they're not being able to be seen. And it's like there's really great comedians that aren't being seen because only the big famous ones are getting seen.
Yeah.
And it's I feel like it might be starting to turn over.
That's what this article, and if I can, I'll try and find the article. Maybe we'll put it up here, a link to it. It was an amazing article, and this executive producer was talking about it. He's like, independent films, we're gonna go back to the 90s. More people it's gonna be a blow up because the large studios are cutting back budgets, right? Everybody's cutting. In fact, actually, Abrams Artists just closed their doors 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
Right? So that's like, what's going on, right? What's happening in the market? So to me, the Garden State Film Festival, reputable film festivals, filmmakers, if you're watching this episode, make sure you submit to the ones that bring something to the table, right? And are professional enough. Do your homework, right? Look at, and I think I was doing this today. There was a film festival that one of our projects got into, that I was looking into, and I started looking at some of the reviews of the people who've been there, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to contact those people who have been in film festival, right? Contact them. Be like, hey, why did you like this film festival? Was it just just because you got to see your film on a big screen, or did you get to network? Did you meet other filmmakers? What did you learn? How were their panels?
What do you get out of it? Is it marquee value? Is it fun, meaning you get to meet people that might be interesting?
Exactly.
Or is it local?
Exactly. So, Lauren, So real quick, we're going to wrap up here, but because we could be talking about film festivals and independent films for forever here. And I know you're very busy, and even though you say you're not stressed out and you're very relaxed, I don't believe it. I said it about you, and but you look so relaxed, right? I mean, it's just, like, for somebody who's the executive director of a film festival that's about to kick off very soon.
I'm nervous for her.
How many films?
Like 9 days or 8 days.
Can I? Yeah, but still, though, that's like, I would still be stressing out about it. Let me ask you a quick question. I'm getting it. There we go. Quick question for you.
Yes.
And maybe you're not allowed to say, and you could say, Tom, don't ask me that question, or I'm not going to answer it.
Okay.
How many films were actually submitted?
Oh gosh, over 2,000. It's so May 1st, 2024 till November 1st will be for 2025. So, May 1st, 2023 to November 1st, 2023, we give you all that time to submit, but also we have a whole jury, and the jury is going. And don't forget, it's not just films. We have the movie music competition. So if you have a score that has nothing to do with the movie does not have to be submitted also. We have a screenplay competition, a teleplay, a short, and a feature.
Awesome.
And the feature winner gets a live table read Sunday, March 24th in Berkeley. And what else?
That's really cool. I went a couple of years ago. I went to one of those, and it was really neat. You had you guys set up the actors in the center of the room, and then the audience was sitting. It was like a circle in a square kind of theater. It was cool. We all sat in a circle, and the actors performed in the center. It was really neat. Very well done. I like that. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah. So this year it's about baseball. So we'll see. I need to know how many microphones we need, guys. Come on.
Wait, the feature, the screenplay is about baseball?
Yeah. Yep. It's called Dude is Legit.
Say that one more time.
Dude is Legit.
Nice. Who wrote it?
Dan Clemens and Lori something Clemens.
Okay.
If you go to gsff.org, all the information
we can find it
is there. Yeah.
Excellent. And we'll make sure that we put up the website here so that people can, click on it and get to it and everything like that. All right. So Lauren, we asked this question of all of our guests.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't prep you for this because I want to put you on the spot. Mark, go ahead. You ask it.
Okay. You get to pick your top 5 movies that let's say you're on a desert island. You don't know how long you're going to be there. You get 5 films that you get to watch.
Hard.
What are they?
It's just your pick at this moment. You don't have to time it. You can
a Kill Bill. I don't know which one.
Kill Bill. 5 times.
Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5.
Kill Bill 1.
Did we lose?
Just 5 times.
I think we lost Lauren.
But you can pick 4 more movies. No, just Kill Bill.
Just Kill Bill.
Times.
That's it. There's no others.
I watch it 5 times in a row every time. I gave her the worst answer.
Well, if Lauren doesn't come back, if she's not able to connect back, that's okay. But we really, I think this was great. It was awesome having her on. Maybe we'll try and bring her back for another episode to find out.
And good luck, Gina. My friend Gina's in the festival.
Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic.
Good luck, Gina.
And this episode today is actually sponsored by the Garden State Film Festival, which we're really excited about. So, Mark, this was really cool.
Way to kick off. I'm excited. Season 3. Here we go.
We got some more coming up. So don't if you liked what you saw, click on the next episode. If you like what you saw, click on our past season 1 and season 2.
And hit like.
Yes, please like it. Like it as they do the Dude Perfect. Click here if you like. Click on the bottom there for if you like it, please. And let us know. Put some feedback. Let us know who else you want us to have on the show, what you'd like us to talk about. Welcome to the 624 Pod, your home for all things independent films. We're going to discuss all the positives and negatives when it comes to independent filmmaking. We're going to have incredible guests from the film industry talk about behind-the-scenes experience, the good, the bad, the ugly, and how the industry has changed in the past 10, 20
minutes.
30, minutes, hours, years. That's the point. It's always changing. And of course, we will always focus on independent filmmaking right here in our state of New Jersey. I'm Tom Baldinger.
And I'm Mark Rigodano.
All right, let's do this.